Future IG. These are like 20 people.
Gentlemen of the press, to all of you, and welcome to the Zamfara State Police Command Headquarters Kusai for another press conference. The press conference that has to do with the activities of the Zamfara State Police Command under the leadership of the Commissioner of Police, CP Koloyoso, PSC, which the command and other security agencies are working tirelessly to ensuring peace and stability of Zamfara State generally. Like I said, today's press briefing has to do with some of the achievements recorded by the Zamfara State Police Command in the ongoing effort to curtail activities of criminal element and restore peace and security in Zamfara State. We have the number of 17 suspects that were arrested by the police for various offenses ranging from banditry, cattle rustling, kidnapping, culpable homicide, armed robbery, car snatching, and other related offenses. In its untiring commitment to rid Zamfara State of activities of criminal element, the Zamfara State Police Command, under the leadership of CP Koloyoso, PSC, is working tirelessly to ensure that the vision and mission of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Alkali Baba, PSC Daga, NPM, NEPS, FDC, CFR, to restore peace and stability in the state is achieved to the latter. To this end, the Commissioner of Police new crime fighting strategies are yielding positive results and are currently curtailing the lingering insecurity bedeviling Zamfara State for over a decade. The following are list of suspects arrested on brief fact of their case. Recovery of 2 AK-47 rifles during encounter with bandits terrorists in some location of the state. Between Friday 11 to Monday 14 November 2022, police tactical operatives deployed to some locations that are prone to bandit attacks in Lansado Emirate of the state received distress call about plans by bandits to attack the communities of that location. The police operative, on receiving the distress call, responded promptly and moved to the location with a view to repelling the attack, which as a result, a serious gun battle between the bandits and the police operative ensued. Fortunately, the attack was repelled, forcing the hoodlums to flee into the forest with possible gunshot wounds. 2 AK-47 rifles with 35 rounds of live ammunition and some bunch of charms belonging to bandits were recovered at the scene. The second achievement is the arrest of 2 bandits for kidnapping and cattle rustling in some part of Gusau and Bukum local government. The name of the suspect include Sujora Al-Mandiwi, a 20-year-old Kotarokoshi in Bungudu local government, Bagi Mohammed, a 40-year-old. Within the week under review, police tactical operatives, while on confidence building patrol along Gusau Fontua Road, acted on intelligence information that led to arrest of a notorious bandit kingpin named Sujora Al-Mandawiya as one of the bandits terrorizing villages in Sabe, Kotarokoshi, Dampa, and some outskirts of Gusau. Further intelligence revealed that the suspect involved in several attacks on villages, cattle rustling, kidnapping, and other related crimes along these axes. In the course of interrogation, the suspect confessed to serial kidnapping and cattle rustling in more than 10 communities in Gusau, Sape, and Bungudu local government areas, where they collected millions of naira from relations of the victims as ransom. The suspect further confessed of rustling unspecified number of cow and sheep using assorted arms such as AK-47, AK-49, rocket launchers, and other dangerous weapons while attacking the communities for abduction. But in the case of Bagi Mohammed, one of the bandits arrested along Anka Bukum Road, the suspect was arrested by the joint police and vigilante while on confidence building patrol along Anka Bukum Road. The arrest was equal to intelligence report received about the suspect and his involvement in the attack of some villages in Bukum and kidnapping that led to the kidnapping of 11 persons in Dargaji village, which we previously the command rescued and reunited with their families. In the course of investigation, the suspect confessed to several attacks, kidnappings and rustling of unspecified number of cow and sheep in some parts of Anka, Bukum, and Gumi local government areas. The suspect is currently assisting the police with useful information for more arrests and recovery. The next achievement is smashing of armed robbery syndicate that specialize in car snatching on gunpoint in Abuja, Kaduna, and other states. We have 3 suspects in this operation, and the exhibit recovered were a Beretta pistol, 1 Beretta pistol, and 1 Hyundai vehicle, kept at the state CID in Kaduna State. Police tactical operatives of the command acted on intelligence information that led to the arrest of the above-mentioned suspect. The suspect belonged to a notorious car snatching syndicate who possessed guns such as AK-47 rifle, pump action, and Beretta pistol for the purpose of snatching cars from
innocent members of the public. In the course of investigation, all the suspects confessed to several car snatching on gunpoint in Abuja, Kaduna, and Suleja in Niger State. They further confessed that all the robbed vehicles were either sold in Niger Republic or Kano State before Nemesis caught off with them and arrested by the police. During interrogation, this syndicate is a group that came from different parts of the country, converged together with a purpose of snatching vehicles in Abuja, Kaduna, Kano, including where we are, Zamfara. And they were using guns to intimidate car owners and then snatch the vehicle from them. They had been doing it, and they confessed to have snatched so many vehicles such as Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry, Honda, Mercedes-Benz, Hyundai, and other types of vehicles. And as soon as they succeeded in snatching the vehicles, according to their confession, they either take the vehicle to Niger Republic or Kano or any state where their collaborators are residing, and then dispose the vehicles. To God be the glory, the police command under the Commissioner of Police, CP Kolo Yusuf, following an intelligence information, mobilized, intercepted, and arrested some members of the group. And they are currently assisting the police with useful information that will lead to the arrest of their partners in this crime. And as soon as investigation is completed, they will be charged to court for prosecution in order to serve as deterrents to others. Another achievement is the arrest of 3 suspects for criminal conspiracy, kidnapping, and culpable homicide. In this case, we have 3 suspects. There are 4, but one is at large, and the police is working tirelessly to get him arrested. On 3rd November 2022, police detectives attached to Anti-Violence Squad arrested the above-mentioned suspect in connection with the kidnapping and suspected murder of a 6-year-old child, Laminu Sani, of Bulonku area in Gusau. The complainant, Malam Sani Garba, who happens to be the father of the victim, reported to the police sometime in 2020 that one of the suspects, Kabiru Idi, who is a native of Erkasina in Bungudu, rented a room in his house and stayed for a period of 3 months, within which he conspired with his collaborators and kidnapped his 6-year-old child with a view to collecting ransom from the father. In the course of interrogation, all the suspects confessed to the crime and further explains their role in the kidnapping of the child. They are currently undergoing discreet investigation and will be charged to court as soon as possible. Another achievement is the arrest of suspects for criminal conspiracy, shop breaking, and theft. In this case, the suspects are 2, but the other one is on the run. And the police detective is also working tirelessly to get him arrested and charge him to court for prosecution. What happened was that on 12 November 2022, police detective arrested the above-mentioned suspect following a complaint of shop breaking and theft committed at Old Gusau Market sometime in August 2022. According to the complainant, the value of the clothing material stolen in the shop was 700,000 naira. And also, the sum of 500,000 naira cash was equally stolen by the suspect. In the course of investigation, the suspect confessed to the police, confessed to the crime, and further explained how they carried out the crime, how they broke into the shop and removed the clothing materials worth such amount, and how they disposed the clothes. He equally mentioned one of his collaborators named Omar Messi, who conspired with him, broke into the shop and committed the act. You can see the exhibit recovered in the course of police investigation, and it will be used as an evidence when charged to court for prosecution. Another achievement was the arrest of 2 suspects in possession of dried leaf, suspected to be Indian hemp. We have 3 suspects in this case, and we have the exhibit that was recovered by the police, which you can see the dried leaf suspected to be Indian hemp and some different type of hard drugs. Between 12 and 13 November 2022, police operatives, while on surveillance patrol within Gusau Metro, intercepted and arrested the above-mentioned suspect. On spot search, large quantity of dried leaf suspected to be Indian hemp and different types of hard drugs were recovered in their possession. Intelligence information revealed that the suspected Indian hemp and drugs will be supplied to bandits in the forest. You could remember how this Indian hemp, how these drugs are influencing the activities of these bandit terrorists. So we have succeeded in arresting this suspect, and they are currently undergoing discreet investigation, and they are assisting the police with information that will lead to the arrest of their partners in crime. The next is the arrest of 4 suspects for criminal conspiracy, abduction, and rape. In this case, we have 4 suspects. On 1st November 2022, police detective attached to anti-violence squad arrested the above-mentioned suspect in connection with the above offenses. The arrest was equal to a complaint received from the father of the victim. The victim is a female victim, Loba Lawali of Hayam Buba area, Gusau, who was abducted by the suspect and raped. And the abduction was since on the 25th October 2022 until the 1st November 2022, when Nemesis caught up with them and arrested by the police following a report from the father of the victim. All the suspects will be charged to court upon completion of investigation for prosecution in order to serve as deterrents to others. Gentlemen of the press, as you can see, like I said, these 2 AK-47 and 35 rounds of